What is visual hierarchy? Visual hierarchy is a foundation of design. Its main objective is to correctly communicate a message. Communication is the core of design. If you aim to be a good designer, you must be able to clearly communicate your ideas and vision to your visitors. If not, you will just lose their attention. As humans, we are naturally visual thinkers and not data processors. That's why if you present a lot of information in a single block to your users, they will not pay attention. The best example I can present to you is this website, ARNgreen.net. It's basically chaos. There are so many elements trying to catch your attention that, in the end, none of them do. As a designer, your job is to organize the elements in such a way that they are easy to digest. When you design, you must keep in mind that as humans, instead of taking in a lot of information and process it, we first prefer to try to organize what we see. Don't worry, in order to create visual hierarchy, you have at your disposal multiple tools. Let's see them. Proximity. You already know the first fundamental principle of design, proximity, but let's go over it real quick. The things that are related must be together and the things that are not related must be separated. Colors. Colors are an extremely powerful tool for design since they give personality to your design and at the same time they are great organizational tools. One of the first things when doing a new design is looking for the right colors, but this is not always that easy. In order to make your life easier, take into account the following factors. Whenever possible, use color blocks in related elements. Color blocks are a great and easy way to create hierarchies on your website. It will make it easier for your users to scan the elements and grab their attention. In this picture, I am using a gradient on a block and a button. Where do your eyes go? Second thing that you need to be aware of. Gradients can help you create visual hierarchy. A good use of a gradient to create visual hierarchy could be when we try to communicate a particular process or a step-by-step guide, like in this example, in which I use a gradient to create visual hierarchy for explaining my creative process. Sketch, create, revise, improve, repeat. Another thing that you need to be aware when using colors is that bright colors will help you emphasize what is most important. The colors yellow, red, and orange will always help you capture the attention of your users more effectively. These are colors that you can use, for example, on an offer label when creating an online store. You can also use these colors in a newsletter subscription to get the user's attention quickly. But color and proximity are not the only tools you have. Let's talk about size and contrast. Size. The largest elements on your website will demand more attention. This is an effective way to guide your users' eyes to a particular section of your page. In fact, size is one of the most powerful forms of organization. The largest element will be the most important element. In this example, one of the first things you will notice is the golden brain in the center. After that, you will pay attention to the titles, from bigger to smaller, and finally, you will read the rest of the text. As you can see, we have applied the size trick, not only for the image but also for the text. This adds an extra level of order to your designs. Your users' eyes should move freely from large items to smaller items. And finally, contrast. Noticeable changes in the colors or size of the text will create the message that something is different and needs attention. That's why the most common and noticeable example I can give you is a footer. Think about it. We need to separate the main content of the page from the footer. That's why we use very different colors that creates great contrast. Also, don't forget that you need to use contrast on all your website, not just the footer, okay? Hierarchy is a very interesting concept that you should apply on your designs. This helps you understand that our brain groups information in terms of shapes, colors, and layout. And now, let's go with the next video in which we will talk about colors.